Just coming back to the question from Flavio Gentile from Printers Row. Tasting a wine over the course of 2 or 3 days, that's a bottle of wine that's been open, and tasting it over 2 or 3 days, mm-hmm. What does that tell you about, what can you infer about a wine based on how it changes with 24, 36, 48 hours of oxygen?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't tell you exactly what you're, like for ageability, or just what does it tell you about the wine?
What does it tell you about the wine?
I think that as far as ageability, we'll just limit the discussion to ageability. It doesn't tell you what the wine will age into, but it'll tell you if it could, if it does have the appetite for oxygen and resilience to hold up and turn into something really wonderful. It's sort of analogous to dating somebody. You go out on a few dates and you start to get a sense of what that person's like. You don't just, in some cases you're buying something blindly. It's like, okay, it's a mail order bride, and now that's your wife, right? And as opposed to dating somebody and getting a sense of who that is, but you don't really know until you've spent part of a lifetime with them, and then you really know. So I look at that as kind of analogous. So you get a sense of it. Consider it like dating. And we do that all the time with, not dating, but we have open bottles around all the time. And I really enjoy that sort of abuse to the wines in order to just really get a sense of, what kind of legs does this have? People ask me all the time, what's the ageability of these wines? Honestly, I can't tell you precisely what the ageability is. I can give you ranges of what I think based on past vintages, that seem to be, this vintage is like another, and how resilient that wine seems to be on the shelf for several days while it's sitting there. I also can't tell somebody what their taste is, where they like their wines. So again, I think ranges are very helpful. But anyway, that's what it tells me when I've got an open bottle for a few days. And I actually really enjoy seeing anybody's wine that holds up well in a bottle. Typically German Rieslings that I've had, put it back in the refrigerator, and I really revel in the fact that I can go back to them and have another glass, and it's just as good as it was a couple days earlier. It gives me confidence that I can, put some of this in my cellar and go back to it over a long period of time and really enjoy it.